Hello and welcome if you are new. My name is Tasha. I'm a mama of four. I have three older boys and one little girl. And in today's video, we are doing a tiny pantry makeover. It's nothing real big. We're just taking some shelves out and adding a shelf, and you'll see I did have some of the footage missing as far as the pantry, as far as installing the shelf, because we had a bit of a hiccup. The original time that the shelf had been put in, the brackets, is that what it's called? I don't know if it's called brackets, or anyway, it's like the long metal pole. You'll see it once. This is my wife, by the way, Ebony, if you didn't know. But she was taking these shelves out, and she's going to put like a wire shelf upside down. And you'll see that the metal poles that, you'll see it here in a minute. But anyway, the original time that it had been put in there, it was not exactly what we were wanting. So we got to Googling and goggling and Pinterest looking and all this other stuff to figure out how to fix it right. And we finally managed to fix it the way I wanted it. And it'll actually jump. You'll see like a little jump in it from, us taking the shelves down, the wire shelf down, and then all of a sudden it'll do the after shot of the pantry. Or maybe it's the next part where I'm taking shelves from the very top off. I'm not sure. But, yeah, these little things that she's putting up now, those little metal bars that hold like the wire shelvings, that we had to fix, because when we went to put the wire shelf on, there was too much of a gap between the shelf and the wall, and the cans would fall down. It was a whole thing. And nothing we ever do, anything we ever go at, guys, it never takes just a little bit of time. We always underestimate how long it's going to take, because on this day she had off and we were like, oh yeah, we'll just go ahead and get this done real quick, and then, that'll be it. Yeah, it didn't go as planned, because it just never does. We always underestimate the time that it's going to take. But anywho, it did get done, and I am very satisfied with it. But this is probably not the last pantry makeover that I'll ever do, because I am all the time trying to figure out what better suits our family, because we have three kids, three boys, that are constantly, growing and eating us out of house and home. But at the same time, they also have ADHD and some other things. So yeah, I'm constantly having to try to figure out what better suits, to keep things from being so stressful, not only for them, but definitely for mama, because mama here is a big stress ball, because I never can keep the house clean or whatever. But I mean, I think I would just rather things be done than to be perfect. But anyway, I'm not sure why she disappeared for so long. She probably had to go get another tool or something like that. But also in this video, besides the little mini upgrade or makeover or redo, whatever you want to call this part of the video, other than that, there are some drawers and cabinets and stuff like that in the kitchen that I went ahead and decluttered and reorganized. So there's going to be a lot of before and afters in this video. I also went through some of Little Miss's shoes that was in a bin that she has outgrown. So there was that. And then you will see closer to the end of the video where I am cleaning up after my oldest and my youngest son's dinner cook-off. Yes, guys, they had a dinner cook-off to see whose food was better. They did pork chops that night, I think it was. And in all honesty, both of them was absolutely delicious. They are both great cooks. The only difference between the two was my oldest son likes the sweet, kind of like the sweet taste, and my youngest son is all about the spice. But let me tell you guys, I feel that, I really do, because when I was pregnant with my youngest son, I craved hot, spicy food. Even though I have acid reflux and everything else, and it killed my stomach, I craved. That's exactly what I craved the whole pregnancy with my youngest son, is hot and spicy food. So I'm assuming that just, that's just him, because he likes his hot and spicy food. So with that being said, that was the only difference between the two boys' cooking. They were both absolutely delicious, and I loved both of their food. I couldn't eat my youngest son's, guys, because like I said, where I have acid reflux and stuff, I can't handle spicy stuff at all, even though I absolutely love spicy food. Like jalapenos, stuff like that. I love it. I can't eat it. But yeah, they did make a mess, by the way, guys. And here's the after of the pantry. See, I got the shelf up there. I took 2 of the shelves up top that we wasn't using. And yes, the pantry looks bare, guys. We have not been to the grocery store. We still have to do that. So, yeah. But it does look kind of bare, but everybody's eating. Let's see. What was I saying, guys? Oh, my God. What was I saying? Okay, sorry about that, guys. I actually had to pause the voice recording to try to remember what the heck I was saying. But anyway, after the boys' cook-off, the loser or whatever had to clean up after dinner, right? Okay, which it was kind of an unfair thing, because the boys thought that if the adults tried the food, that they wouldn't tell them the truth because they're our kids. So they let their middle brother decide whose was better, and he liked his younger brother's food better because it had the spice to it. And I told him, I was like, well, that's not really fair, because that was only one person deciding the flavor of the food, and everybody's taste buds is different. I said, and you only had one person to try it. And they were like, oh, but y'all will tell us that it's good even if it's not, and y'all eat it even if it's not because you don't want to hurt our feelings. I'm like, look, when it comes to me and food, I'm not going to worry about hurting anybody's feeling. It's either good or it's not. You should either be in the kitchen or you shouldn't. But, of course, they didn't believe me. So they depended on my middle son to determine. And my oldest son ended up having to clean up after dinner. And, of course, Mama here was feeling bad because there was a lot of mess with 2 of them in a kitchen cooking and everything else. So at the end of this video, you will see me helping, just kind of tidying up the kitchen and stuff while my oldest son was doing the dishes. I tidied stuff, like I put stuff away and I wiped stuff down and things like that. I did not get an after shot of the kitchen once it was done, though. I completely forgot. But yeah. So this video is basically like, I tried to do a video that is of strictly cleaning one week and then decluttering, organizing the next or whatever. But I don't know what next week's video is going to be. I really have some cleaning in my room that I need to do, but I also need to get in my office and clean up and organize in there. Plus, I need to go through paperwork, and So I honestly, as of right now, I have no clue what next week's video is going to be. So I guess it'll be a surprise for all of us, y'all and me included, because I have no idea. There is still a long list of things that I need to do, and I need to try to find the time to get in the laundry room and declutter in there and reorganize and everything else, because let me tell you, it is just every time I go in there I just get so freaking overwhelmed and like overstimulated or something. I don't know. It really needs a humongous deep clean, declutter and organization in there. So I really need to make time to do that. It's hard to find time, because typically the times that I do these declutterings and stuff like that, especially if I don't have one of the boys or something that can kind of help me keep an eye on the baby, typically I do this stuff when she is napping, and that's only if she will nap with somebody else besides me. And usually her nap, she only takes like one nap a day, and it's usually maybe an hour and a half. If that, sometimes I can get lucky and she will take about a 2-hour nap. That is very rare. So I already know that the washroom whole thing is going to be probably a multiple part video, because that's going to be a whole lot of stuff that I have to do in there. That's one of the projects that I am so dreaded. But then again, I also want, since it's starting to get nicer and warmer outside, I also have some outside stuff that I want to do. Guys, I don't know. There's so much that I want to do and what I want to get done, but I can only do so much. I am only one person, and the time in this season of my life is very sparse. So I guess next week's video will be a surprise for all of us, because I have no idea. But yeah, I organized underneath the coffee bar. This is just basically where we keep like our little bowls that we store stuff in, like if we have leftovers or something, and also like the plates that separate the food. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all a fun fact about me, guys. I do not, and I don't know where this comes from. I don't know why I am like this, but I do not like my food touching. Like if I have, say I have 3 different things on my plate, I want them to not touch. I don't want their juices mixing in with the other food. I don't want none of that. So my wife, I don't know, I don't think she was being funny. I figured that it was just because I always complained when my food touched. So she got me those plates that separate the food. But a lot of times everybody forgets to even get them out of there and stuff. It may be something that I need to put in like the actual cabinet for, like where the plates and saucers and stuff are. That might be something I do. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. She had got me those plates, and I guess everybody keeps forgetting to use them. Heck, I forget to get them or grab them when I'm making my food or whatever. They're basically kid plates. And then we have some plates down there that the boys' dad had gotten his little daughter, because they come to the house and stuff like that, and he had actually gotten her some plate and bowl sets or whatever. So they're in there too. But yeah, like when I go to finish this, you see it one way, but then in the after it is set differently, and that is because I just fixed it differently after that. So yeah, that was the after of that. I also rearranged, like the big mixing bowls and the pots and pans. I just basically put the pots and the pans in the same cabinet, because there was not enough of either to take up 2 different cabinets. And I am trying to use, utilize as much space as possible and get rid of the stuff that we do not need. All these lids and stuff that was in this drawer, I took and threw into some hot water with Dawn dish soap because there was crumbs and I don't know what else in that drawer, and it was giving me ick vibes. So I just went ahead and washed all the lids and stuff that was in there. And then at the end, this drawer is completely empty because the lids that was in there have a different place to go. So yeah, there's still some other things that I need to do in the kitchen as far as organizing, declutter, and all that. But I'll eventually get to that, guys. And I do apologize for talking so much. There's things that I wanted to say and explain. That way you're not completely lost. Because this is a shorter video than I have been posting. But I didn't exactly get a lot of footage. Because around the time that I was doing this drawer right here is when my boys decided, oh, hey, let's have a cook-off. So there wasn't a lot of room in the kitchen for 3 people. So after this drawer, I was like, okay, I'm just going to stop. And then when I come back, I think I declutter the pots and pans after dinner. So yeah. But I think that is it that I wanted to talk about in this video, guys. And if y'all don't mind, please like this video. You can share this video. You don't have to. And if you want a way to be able to support my video and to help a girl out, you can hit the subscribe button and to subscribe. Sorry about that. Subscribe to this channel. It will help me out. Subscribing is completely free. You do not get charged for it. Nothing like that. It'll just let you know the next time that I upload. You can also hit the bell notification to get those notifications that I have uploaded. I try to upload at least once a week, anywhere from Saturday to Sunday. It just all depends on when I'm able to get the video out and if I have technical difficulties or not. Which, another thing that did happen, speaking of technical difficulties, one of my SD cards that I was originally using somehow was corrupted and messed up the phone that I record on and edit on. So that was a whole freaking thing. That like took me 2.5 days to even figure out what the heck was going on. Like I had to factory reset my whole entire phone. So yeah, that was a thing. But anyway, guys, I just want to say I appreciate you so much and thank you so much for spending your time with me. And I hope that you have a blessed rest of your week. And I hope that you will join our family. I hope that you will come back for our next video. And I hope that you got all the motivation that you need, or at the very least, I hope I gave you some kind of entertainment to make your day better. And with that being said, guys, I will go ahead and let you go to finish watching the rest of this video. Please, guys, it helps out so much if you like the video. If you even comment like an emoji or just anything like that, it helps out so much. It lets YouTube know that this is the type of video that you want to watch, so it'll show my video. So please, at least like the video. But anyway, guys, thank you so much, and I hope y'all have a very blessed rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.